today's class of anatomy, we are talking about skeletal system. We are talking about the bones today. So before we get any further, let's quickly iron out the functions of the bones. So the bone has got like 5 functions. Function number 1, support, storage of minerals. What kind of minerals? Calcium, lipid, that is the yellow element, that yellow thing you see in the bones is the yellow marrow. So it is the lipids. And then we also have the other function is for blood cell formation. So 1, 2, 3, blood cells formation. So that is the red marrow. Okay? And then, of course, protection. And movement. Okay? That is the functions of the skeletal system. Now that we know what the skeletal system does, let us talk about what are the components of the skeletal system. So the skeletal system consists of 4 components. Number 1, the bone, obviously, and the bones covers the majority of the skeletons. And then we have the cartilage. Cartilage is not found it's in isolated places. It's found in the nose. It's found, let's check on Mr. John here. It's found on the rib cages. Can you see this lighter part on the ribs? This lighter part. This is the cartilage, and again, the cartilage is found in between the joints. So, number 3 is the joints. The joints in between our bones, which help with movements. And then we have the ligaments. Ligaments help in connection of the 2 bones together and enforces the joint. And it also assists in helping out in movement and restricting movement in certain directions. Okay, so those are the 4 components of the skeletal system. Now, let us talk about the 2 categories of the skeletal system. There are 2 categories. We have the axial, number A, the axial. Number B is the appendicular. So let us explore first the axial. The axial, what are the bones of the axial skeleton? The bones of the axial skeleton, if we look at Mr. John here, it's the skull, the whole of the skull, right? And then here, it's supposed to be an ear. You remember from high school, the ear, there is the outer part, the inner part, and the middle part. So in the middle part, remember there is 3 bones, 3 ossicle bones. Those bones they form part of the axial skeletons. And then the other part is just on top here, on the neck, is called the hyoid bone. And then the vertebra, which starts from here all the way to here, the bones of the spinal cord, the whole bone of the spinal cord forms part of the axial, and then we have the ribs, the rib cage. These are the components of the axial. So let's write them down. So we have the skull, we have the ossicles, inside the middle ear, and then we have the hyoid, the neck, we have the vertebra, which are the bones of the spinal cord, and then lastly we have the thoracic cage, which is also referred to as the rib cage. Okay, these are the bones of the axial skeletons. Let's move to the category number B, which is the appendicular skeletons. Okay, the appendicular skeletons, which part? Let me show you on Mr. John. Okay, can you see this bone here? This is not part of the ribs. This is called clavicle. The ribs are here and these are parts of the axial. So the clavicle and the scapula, they are part of the appendicular, all the way to the upper arm. This bone is called the humerus, and then going down, there's two bones on the forearm. The outer, on the lateral aspect is the radius, on the inner aspect is the ulna, and you have your hands. So from the clavicle, the scapula, all the way down to the hand is the appendicular. Now, let's check on the lower limb. On the lower limb, the appendicular starts from the pelvis girdle. Then we have our long bone called the femur. And then there's two bones also, the one on the lateral, the thin one, is called the fibular bone. This is the tibia, and this is your foot. So, all the limbs, they fall under appendicular skeleton. And you can see, because all the limbs fall under appendicular skeleton, it means the appendicular, its function is mainly for movement, for action. And then, while you can see with the axial bones, with their location, it is obvious that they are mainly for protection. See, the rib cage. It's covering all the important organs inside here, your heart, your lungs, your bronchus, all protected and covered by the thoracic cage. And also look at the skull as well. It protects everything in the brain. The brain has got very important, delicate, sensitive structure. So it protects everything in the brain. Hence the axial is mainly for protection. So let us quickly label out the bones of the appendicular skeleton. So we have the upper limb, which is made up of the humerus, and then the forearm, which includes the ulna and the radius. Of course, not forgetting the clavicle and the scapula, which is right at the beginning. Clavicle and the scapula. So this is the upper limb. Oh, let's not forget our hands, all the bones in the hands. The hand bones. This is the hand, because there are many bones in the hands. So this is the upper limb. Okay, let's quickly talk and mention the lower limb, starting from the pelvic girdle. So the lower limb, so is the pelvic girdle, and then we have the femur, and then we have the tibia, and then as well as the fibula, not forgetting the bones in the foot. So this is on the lower limb, the appendicular bones. Thank you.